right, we're recording, we're good. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do next here, I'm gonna get down, I'm gonna take a knee. Take a knee with you folks. Get in here, let's see. I'm gonna drill this block for a fuel pump, like a mechanical fuel pump. I have not seen any video on this. I know it can be done. The block is pre-drilled almost all the way. You can see this is where the pump runs up and they get driven off the cam with a load. The Vortecs, most of them have this plate somewhat open, like this one is, and it's just not finished. I think the last, it's only about this much, like maybe a half an inch, I believe. So let's get set up. I bought a couple long drill bits for that, because get in the chuck, you really gotta, it's gotta be deep. And I'll show you how this is gonna go. I think it should be easy. It's Jinx. It's gonna go easy, but it's scary thinking about it. I mean, this could be the make or break for this block anyway. If it doesn't work, screw it up. Then yeah, we start with a crate motor. Do what they're supposed to do. Just do the easy route. Why do anything yourself, you know? Let's get this in a better spot. Alright, I'm gonna put that like straight up, I think. Cling clang. Let me grab the bits and I'll show you what's going on. That's basically your V8 Chevy laid on its side. Fuel pumps up front. You got your fuel pump rod, 03875. These are about, what, 3/8? See, it goes in a little bit. It goes in about yay much. So they start you with that much in 3/8 size. But if I go to, I picked up these 12-inch long. This is a 7/16. 7/16 goes in about that far. So look at, yeah, we only have like a half an inch to go. So I think I'll start with this, because this fits in there snug. There's no way to deviate and go crooked. And then step up to my 3/8, which will do some digging. I need some cutting oil of some sort. Good drill. I got an electric drill, battery. Battery's good too, as long as it's in good shape. So, all right, wish me luck. I'm gonna put a shop rag, and by me shop rag, I mean a used pillowcase that was being thrown out. Now you get new sheets, you know, that's a good car cover, you know. Keep the pillowcases stuff. I got the old bit chucked up. Just gonna use some 3-in-1 oil for now. Down in that hole. And see how this goes. And this is next to the cam bearing, so there shouldn't be any problem with that. And I feel it biting already. Here, you can see we got bits. I'll just wipe those off. Let me get a light shine down on that hole. See what we're looking like. Now, if you don't have this, some of them are flush here, and that's a little more work for sure. Oh yeah, we got a nice center bit. It looks perfect. And that I've seen a jig, which is basically a tool they sell online, and it has the correct angle so you can drill. They want $200 and something for that. I didn't feel I needed that for this application. I think that's more if you have nothing here. You're starting from scratch. Oh, we got some material, that's for sure. Let's get that all over the cam bearing. Nice clean engine. Now I'm just going to do a line with the Sharpie. About there. And that's about a Sharpie width up. So we can see progress that way. I'm getting some. We're doing something. Should blow that out each time. Yeah, I can see we're already down a little bit. I wonder if I should put. I'm gonna put like a piece of wood there, so when I poke through, I don't do any damage. Wood, I mean a piece of cardboard, you know. Forward. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, that was it. Hit the rag. Not too shabby, folks. We do have to go up a notch still, but or up a bit. Oh, there goes the rag right in the oil. Sweet. All right, let's get you in there. See what we did. Can you see that? Oh, there we go. Poking through right there. Nice. All right, that's awesome. Yeah, got a bit of sludge in the hole. Slag. We'll call it slag. Should probably blow that out. Suck it out. Something. Let me get the vacuum. All right, this can go a little dicey here because I'm just gonna have to put a light down in that hole and keep this drill bit centered. Because it can go, look at, you can walk off that way, I can walk off that way. Maybe if I get this straight up and down, it'd be easier to monitor perpendicular. Let's try that maybe. I don't have any tool to measure this angle. Here's what I do got though, it's a feeler gauge, right? And using the power of the eye, which is always accurate, I believe it is too, that's my angle. So if I got a 90, did all my schooling, I just was never good at math. There is a way to calculate this. I need Wes to do that for me. But yeah, in theory, I could just take this. I'm gonna make a plate. I'm gonna make a plate right here. This is gonna be, I want the hole at that angle. So I'm gonna drill a hole in this plate at that angle. And that way I have a jig to keep this drill bit centered when I drill. Does that make sense? I should have a tool here to do this. So this is what I did. I just took that angle and drilled through this at that angle. So I should get something thicker because this is very thin. Let me see if I can get a piece of wood thicker and do that same thing. That would be way better. All right, double checked my angle. This flat on the board or on the block. Should be able to get it started and just keep it in line with this. Voila! One $280 jig. All right, there's our jig. An extra ½ inch or an inch of guide. This is the smaller bit. This could go even thicker, actually. Thicker the better, right? So I drilled it for this bit. So that right there should be the angle. should be. How's your eye look? Does it look right? Oh boy, this is a little dicey. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a little dicey. This is kind of a crucial thing, isn't it? Fuel pump rod coming off the cam. If it's wonky, I've heard about these, you know, different roller cams. Wearing, you can have the right material, or wear the pin out, or wear the cam out. Oh boy. Let's play with this a little bit. All right, this is a little more crucial than I was thinking it was going to be, I guess. All right, so I got that lined up. This mark is off now because I moved the wood, but I was trying to get a nice eyeball line of what the bit. So maybe as I'm drilling, I could follow that. So you know what would be good is a laser level. Get the laser level, put a line right up there, and then just follow that. Maybe I'll get my dad's. He's got a laser level. I could throw a line right here. I think you can change the angle, or just get it to the angle I want it to. And I also could borrow a proper tool to find this angle. It might even be listed online what angle it's at, and then just drill from there. All right, well, I got a pilot. Pilot hole's good. You can look down it, it's straight. It's just trying to get this one straight. Look at that. That seems like it already goes off. Yeah, if I had like another bit in between, just keep going up, but they don't really offer sizes like that in 12-inch long drill bits that are $17 a piece. Probably could get a set and do it, but yeah, let's hold off. Let me get a laser level and see what happens. Well, I didn't wait for the laser level. I figured I got it pretty good. I believe I was able to keep it nice and straight. And I'm wondering, how precious, how exact's it gonna be anyway, right? All right, let's take the 3/8 bit off, put it down in there, and see how we did. I just was able to focus up here and keep it in the center of the hole I could see up here. And we are dead, well, I don't know if I want to say dead center. These lines are off. That was me marking incorrectly, obviously. But yeah, that's dead center. I mean, the lobe's just got to push it a little bit. And then the arm of the fuel pump. How exact's it got to be? Really? Right? What do you think? What do you guys think? I think I'll be all right. Found this great diagram. This came with the fuel pump when I did replace it. This is what's going on. This is what I'm drilling. This hole for the push rod right there. That represents your camshaft. That push rod on GM V8 pushes on the lever and makes fuel pump. On a Ford, they did something like that where it rode right on the camshaft. Interesting. I think I've definitely seen that. I used to have a Ford F-150. But yeah, this is all to retain mechanical pump because I'm stubborn and don't want electric. All right, a little more drilling and cleaning out. She slides nice now. She was a little tight. I'm like, but I guess they drill for 3/8, but I think you need a little play for oil, don't you? So I'm thinking you want a little slop because this is the only way oil gets down to lubricate this. There's no other port. So yeah, I think that's how it works. It's gonna have a little slop so the oil can get down there. Wow, wow, wow. So, did a little more homework on this fuel pump push rod. I'm not a machinist, we know that. If I was, I would know that you need a reamer to drill a perfect hole. The drill bit is basically, when you think about it, it's only 3 sides. I think that's, yeah, you got 1, 2, 3. 3 cutting edges, really. Where a reamer is like, well, let's look. I own 1 reamer, and it's something I found in a toolbox or a car or something, and forgot I had it. It's a little bit different shape. It's a conical shape, so it's not really what you want to use. But here, let's take a look. See, it starts off like real small. Let's see, it has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 6 cutting edges. So that makes a nice, perfectly whole. But we want it the same size all the way down. Believe it or not, I think is how it's supposed to be from what I've seen. But check it out, it's the exact same size as the fuel push rod. So had I started with this, I'd be in better shape. So my hole's not perfect is what I'm getting at. I think that was fate that I had that, but now it's, you know, it slides right in there. And really I don't really think this is right, because the only cutting edge would be way up here that is that size. So this isn't technically the right reamer. Like I said, I think they're supposed to be. Let's look at a picture of one. This is from the actual tool that's $600. See, that's the actual square all the way down. And they give you a bushing, like they give you a mounting. This is a different kit than the one I was thinking of. They give you a mounting plate, all this stuff. But the other thing I overlooked, and I'm glad I looked at this, is drain back hole. Huh? Yeah. The oil comes down, Mike, but where's it gonna go? It's gonna go back somewhere. Well, look at, they've already started my drain back hole after I got out the needle scaler. It goes in there. I think their directions say with a 3/8 complete it, and it just comes. It's pretty thick here. It's still pretty thick. It's probably a good inch I have to drill through. And I think they mentioned a 3/8 hole. And as long as it's going down, get out of the way. As long as it's going down at an angle, the oil will drain back. You know, this engine's up on the stand, obviously. So good thing, yeah, I didn't just rely on my brain. And then I gotta tap these 1/4 20, 3/8 for the bolts. Yeah, I think we'll do. Actually, even if I bought a reamer in the first place, it wouldn't have had the length. That was a very specific length, obviously. I needed that 12-inch drill bit to get down in there. And a normal reamer is like $60. So I was like, Jesus. So I'm tearing up my hands here on this stupid thing, trying to tap this 1/4 20. So we're gonna get rid of this, and it's slipping too, which, get yourself, I mentioned these in previous video. I'll put a link in the description, because that's the type of guy I am. These are tap sockets. Yeah, it's like, why, wait a minute, you can put a wrench on there? And do it the right way? Bring it into the 19th century even? That 20th century? Yeah, so that's a lot easier. Put some looby-doob on there. I'll probably just go back and forth. Do these 4, and then we'll play with that hole. Well, this ain't gonna work. I just spent quite a few minutes trying to get some sharp edges. I can't get this tap started. It's all worn out. The 3/8 up top's good, but it's just trying to get started. So gotta get a new tap. So I'm gonna move on to that drain hole. I'm gonna look at a block from the underside where that comes out. I almost feel like there's a, where the oil pan gasket comes across, there's a little notch usually. No, they wouldn't do that. It must go right above it, but you just got to get it right. We'll see if I can do that. I did find a video from 10 years ago. Guy drilling 5/16 hole, and it came out right underneath the lip, obviously. And now that I flipped it up, I chucked up maybe an 1/8 inch. I got a hole through there, using the power of the eye. There's a precise alignment. I think I'll need to go up in increments, so I'll go right to 5/16. But the chuck of the drill sits right here, so a normal drill bit, I was able to do it. You got some balls on you, Michael. Drilling a hole, another hole in a block. Yeah, I'm just gonna, I can't jump right up. I gotta go up in increments, never skip ahead. It was a 9/64, so I'm just gonna work my way up. Maybe I can skip a couple here and there, but that is the way to drop drill bits. That's the way to do it. Go up. Take your time when drilling. Oil would help too. This flavor is PB Blaster. Sparingly, like I do everything. You see, as soon as I hit that casting, it walks it that way. So that's not good, but maybe I can just chuck it out a bit. Because as I go up, that's just gonna walk the hole sideways. It is just a drain back hole, really, when you think about it. So as long as it's got a, what is it, a 2% pitch in plumbing? 2% over 30 feet. We don't have that situation here though, because we got 2% over 3 inches. We just need an incline so oil goes back down in the block, or the oil pan. All right, so we should be coming out right here. Here somewhere. Yeah, it's literally right there. Okay. Go up another size. And there you have it. There's 5/16. Let me show you something on the bottom. This is why you have to trust but verify anytime you have instructions. So that's a 5/16 hole. We're getting pretty close to that casting, right? They wanted me to go up to 3/8 according to that fancy, what was that? Is that a 3/8? Yeah, they wanted to go to 3/8. And that kind of, now I guess it still would have worked, but it would have been dicey. It's kind of close getting into this. I mean, yes, it'd probably be fine, but you don't want to chip it. You don't want oil coming back, leaking out your oil pan. I think it's a mistake in their instructions. It says, because right here it says tools needed, 5/16 drill bit. And then down here, nowhere does it say to use it. But when you get in the drain back hole, insert a 3/8 drill bit and drill drain back hole. I don't know, just saying. Trust but verify. 5/16 should be fine. You know, unless you don't change your oil and you got, no, there should be enough pressure to push through there and not back up. All right, I want to clean up that bore for the, I call it the 3/8. It's half inch push rod. It's a little tight. Well, now it's loose. I guess I cleaned it off, put a little oil on it. But a 1/2 inch drill bit, they both measure the same, I believe. Let's see. I think I measured it earlier. 0.495. Yeah, let me zero it out. Let's see. See, I'm already off. That's 0. And just under. Just under. So if you do a drill bit, the same thing. I think if you go to, can I go down here? Does that make sense? A little more accurate. This is the cutting. So it is a little bit bigger. Okay. I thought I measured it earlier and it was about the same. Yeah, it might be. Just look at right there. If I go here, get it straight, check it in a couple spots. Not where I chuck it up, maybe. Go down here. Yeah, it's about 492. This is 496 allegedly, and we're off by 10 thousandths. 497 maybe. See what I'm getting at? So this is a little bit bigger. So I should have some play for oil is what we're getting at. But I want to clean up that hole, because if it was cut with 3 sides, I think what I'm going to do is just take some 1000 grit sandpaper, put it on something round, I don't want to wear this out, maybe a smaller bit, wrap it a few times, and basically make a hole, polish up that inside. I think I measured this already, but this is the hone I had. It measures, about the same as the fuel push rod, I think. But if I put that in there, so it's loose until I get down there. But that's, I think, this stuff hitting. All right, we just want a little play for oil to go down. Well, with a 3/8 bit, a little bit smaller, chuck up some sandpaper. We want it to overlap this way so it doesn't unravel. And we're going to wet it with some WD action. I was thinking of gluing it to it, but I don't think that would work, right? It's going to be done that way, so we overlap that way. Sorry, pardon the interruption. Quiet on the set. Striking. And I don't know, we'll do something like that. What do you think? What do you think, folks? See if we can get it started. Yeah, right. Yeah, maybe I can. Maybe I can just do something like this. Is that gonna work? Get that down in there. No, it's not gonna work. You gotta get it. I don't like that idea of the spiral, though. It might help in our situation here. Let's think about this. This is all trial and error here, folks. Can't say anyone's, I don't know, maybe I could look. This is nice, because then I can get it started. And that's going to get ripped off, though. Well, maybe not. Let's see. Am I overthinking this? I'm way overthinking this, aren't I? I think I want to wrap it the other way, but we'll see what happens. It fits in there nice. Slow it down, let it expand out maybe. I don't know, what do you think? Did it do anything? See if I can get a light down there. This nice brush, the nylon brush. Figured that would be good for cleaning it out. Check this on the drill too, if I just cut it. Oh, it's going all the way down. Not seeing anything. But looking down there, it looks great. I mean, you know, when you drill through cast, the drill does smooth it out. I mean, I get what they're saying, like where a reamer would be better. But let's see if I can feel that. Can't really get your finger down there, but you can feel. See, only this is not where it rides. It doesn't ride until down here further. Yeah, I do feel some ridges. But, you know, it's not a piston. It's not making power. It's just, it is riding in there. I guess I could score it up, you know. Well, let's try that again. Let's keep doing that. Maybe another piece. All right, cleaned it up a bit. We'll take some actual oil this time. Put it on there. It's moving pretty good. So that really tightens it up. WD-40, it was like, and the actual movement is probably, let's see, the cams here. It's probably like that much. So you're just riding in the same spot on these things. I feel like there's no play back and forth, which I still feel like this should be, I think they said only like 2 to 3 thousandths for oil. Anybody know? I mean, it obviously, I should do a test to see if it actually will go down the sides. This is getting a little bit of scratches on it. Probably, I mean, I've blown out the bore quite a bit with air and WD action. Yeah, I just want to find out how much play is good. But I got that polished. That sandpaper worked really well. I don't feel any ridge or anything. So, yeah, down the road before this thing goes apart or assembled, I should make sure that I have enough clearance for oil to come down and lube this. Yeah, I feel like it's probably just my gloves. This thing's getting torn up. Scratch that. I think I'm going to drill a hole again with this 1/2 inch because it only kind of spirals in. It doesn't slide in and out. And if you measure the end of this, it's not a 1/2 inch. It's not 0.55. It's about 4.845. I'm going to check it in different places. Yeah, so if I measure 4.870, like the push rod is bigger than that, believe it or not. So push rod's 4.96 maybe. Maybe I should bring it over here. You could see. Jesus. 4.95, I would say. It might not even use this one. So that's 4.95. This is, what do we say? 4.98. So yeah, I want to get a little bigger. And if this won't even fit in. I tried to put this in the hole, and I gotta zero it out. I think. Yeah. Every time you move it, this is up around 5. 4.96597. I don't know how accurate is these things. Yeah, see, that doesn't make sense because I can't get that in the hole, but this slides right in the hole. I love measuring stuff. Boy, after some fighting with this tap, I was able to clean up the file. Be able to get these holes done. Really wanted to get that done. This hole's bigger than that one. Look at all the crap in there. Jesus. So yeah, that'll complete all that, hopefully. Alright, well that's how you do it. That's how you drill your fuel pump push rod. Hope that helps somebody. And like, comment, subscribe, and maybe we'll keep going on this motor. Engine. Motor is electrical.